Ryan Giggs is still out there at the moment, and Ruud van Nistelrooy is still warming up. But Juventus have made 2 changes, which I'll tell you about in just a moment. The all-time score in this saga is now Juventus 5, United 4. Manchester United's campaign began with defeat in a qualifying round against a Hungarian team I'd never heard of and couldn't pronounce. 8 minutes into the first phase, they were losing to Maccabi Haifa of Israel. 31 seconds into this phase, they were losing to Bâle in Switzerland. They're not famous for making it easy for themselves, and there may well still be some drama left in this match. Juventus have Marcelo Salas on here in place of Di Vaio, and he's forced an opening for Trezeguet, which he's lifted over the crossbar. Keane has now gone down clutching his side, and the second half has started as the first ended, full of incident.
I think there might have been a bit of an uproar from the bench if that had been allowed.
It's Gary Neville who's injured.
Salas goes in a little bit feet high, but Trezeguet, it's not his night. That was an ugly one. Ferdinand gets under the ball. You wonder there, most referees would have given a free kick if Bartes' favour as Salas challenges.
Offside.
Still Ferrara's not back on. I mean, it was one heck of a lunge from Lilian Thuram. In fact, if it had been one of the opposite players, he could well have been walking.
Tudor filling in at the back and finding Montero. Ferrara still being treated. It was a bang to the head which caused John O'Shea's premature departure, but although Manchester United are not too concerned about him, they've just taken the precaution of replacing him. Igor Tudor. Lilian Thuram. Moranese making the run beyond him. Neville now playing at left back and finding Beckham with a well-placed pass. He's got Pugh to his left and Van Nistelrooy ahead of him. This is Pugh. Veron. Ushering Gary Neville forward. Neville's cross just too long for Van Nistelrooy, but Tudor turns it against the post and Van Nistelrooy turns it in. Manchester United lead by 3-0 against Juventus in Turin, and Ruud van Nistelrooy has just equalled a record. 10 goals in the season of Champions League football, a record he equalled last season, but he's done it with a few games to spare this time.
Good movement led up to this cross there, but after that it was a comedy of errors. Tudor clumsily puts it against his own post, lucky to put it, you know, fortunately it didn't go in his own net. But if you want a ball rolling out to anybody 3 yards from goal, the last person you want is Van Nistelrooy to be on the end of it if you're the opposition.
I can't believe they've ever been beaten by a 3-goal margin in Turin.
Loves it, Veron, doesn't it? That little bit of time, a little bit of space, a little bit of freedom. He can play.
Gary Neville. Oh, he's looked to loft it over Buffon and he's hit the frame of the goal.
I think that just
pinch me a moment here, Ron. Where are we up to? Have I just seen Gary Neville try to chip Italy's best goalkeeper and hit the bar, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I had.
In actual fact, he had Solskjaer in a great position going alongside for a little rolled along pass, and you think, go on, and you think, no, he's not going to hit.
Change at left back for Juventus. Zambrotta goes off.
Juventus ha sostituito il numero 19 Zambrotta con il numero 7 Pessotto.
Well, nobody has played more games in Champions League football than Gary Neville. It's an extraordinary record to hold, but that would have just about been the crowning moment of his career, I think, if
you think there might have been some sort of celebration if he'd scored then?
I don't think we'd have got the match started again.
I think the players that have played in the game, you know, the 90 minutes, the Beckhams and the Verons and people like that, they'll have got so much from it You know, I think there might be like an adrenaline spillover, if you like, in the next 2 or 3 games.
Paul Scholes almost certainly will miss out on Sunday. So Tudor goes in. It might come through for Camoranesi. I suppose there would have to be a bit of a doubt now over Mikel Silvestre, who felt a recurrence of his ankle problem in training here last night. But the Manchester United manager is still going to be spoilt for choice. It'd be tough telling the likes of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Philip Neville and John O'Shea, if any of those are to be left out, that they're not playing.
He'll want that problem though, won't he? Particularly with that Leeds game on the following Wednesday.
Here's David Trezeguet. It's flicked into the path of Pavel Nedved, but Keane is there again. Seems almost to have been given a script ahead of the second half, so that he knows what's happening. They're on breaking now. Can they just stick one great big red cherry on the top of this wonderful cake that they've made for themselves tonight? Not that bothered about that.
Now, might as well conserve energy now. Beckham was looking at one of his cross-field balls, wasn't he, at one stage, whether to risk it, and then he thought, no, we'll keep possession.
It is a truly breathtaking result for Manchester United. An evening when they came initially without some of their star players, although 2 came from the bench, Ryan Giggs and Ruud van Nistelrooy, to share the 3 goals by which they have beaten the Italian champions in their own backyard.
Continuing away from home is always nice. So yeah, we're fairly pleased.
Early goal was important, wasn't it? The way the pattern of play was going to go tonight, they were going to come at you.
Yeah, of course they were. And, yeah, the first goal was obviously going to be important, and we went down from there. You know, we still obviously gave them a few chances. They probably should have scored 2 or 3 maybe, but they didn't, and you know, we made them pay for it.
And in the end, you had real control of the game. You passed them.
Yeah, we played some decent stuff. Second half, I thought the lads in midfield were superb, and Ollie then Ruud, and they held it up quite well, and it gave us a bit of breathing space. But I thought the lads in midfield were superb, you know, and I'm delighted.
I think when you come to a place like this, you try and silence the crowd, and obviously goals do that, and that's what happened. And after that, we just looked confident. You know, they had a few chances, to be fair, but